Hello, Cancer. I'm going to do a reading for you. And I'm doing a little bit different setup. I will pull the cards into the camera so you can see them well. If you hear any noises, you know by now that I have 5 dogs, probably. You know that. I don't know if you know that, but they do make noises. Now, let's start here with the reading. Before I start with the reading, I would like to thank you for being here. I would like to thank you if you consider subscribing to my channel or if you click the alert bell, because then you'll know when other readings come out. There will be a reading on the professional area of life, so job, business, career, that sort of thing, coming out by the middle of June, around the middle of the June. It will be coming out steadily. And in that reading, you'll be able to win a free reading with me. So keep an eye out for that, I would say, if you're interested in having a reading with me. Now, I'm going to just turn this a little bit more so that the cards are a bit more in view. Sometimes it's difficult with this setup, but okay. If you want, in between readings, guidance for the day, go to my Instagram, go to my Facebook page, or go to Twitter, where I post these daily guidances of the cards. But now, Cancer, let's get to you. And let's get to these cards here. So we have the 7 of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Wheel card. So I hope you can see that. I hope it's a bit clear. But let's start here with the 7 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles, for me, this person is reaping rewards. So when you reap rewards, when you're cutting the harvest, that means you have done some work. So Cancer, this card tells me that before June, and maybe even all of the beginning of the year until now, you have done really hard work. You have been working at relationships, you have maybe working hard in your job, you have maybe been working hard in your career, but whatever you've been doing or whatever your focus was on, it was hard work, but not hard work in the sense that it's annoying work, it's good hard work, you know, when you feel satisfied. And now this satisfaction is coming through because, look, you are creating something. There's something that is growing now. So if it's a relationship, there is some depth to that relationship. There is some advancement to that relationship. Now I'm going to get some cards out already for to put on these main cards. Well, all of them will be main cards this time. They will be adding and clarifying, well, telling a story. Okay, Cole. This is the World card. No, this is the Judgment card. Sorry, where am I getting World? Yeah, something was calling you. Something has been asking you to really focus and pay attention to, whether it's a relationship or whether it's work related or whether it's in a certain situation in your life. Something is going on there that you really felt called to do the hard work, but you also seeing the results of the hard work. Now, I really love that you see the results. Also, this 7 of Earth, 7 of Pentacles, it feels to me there is rewards because this is the same card. So you have it at both ends. The 7 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles. So yes, you are looking at results. The results are starting to come in, and here there's even more results coming in. But the results that you're having is from the hard work. The hard work is really a calling. It's sort of a wake-up call that you really started to know what you wanted, who you wanted to be in a relationship, what you wanted to do as a job, a career, or in your business, maybe a new idea. There was this loud calling because this is a trumpet. The angel is holding a trumpet. It's really like a higher calling. It the Judgment card often has this element of spirituality, of a higher, other realm calling, and this is what you've been focusing on. But I think it's very good because we have here the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is the manifesting queen. She knows how to get things going. She has fire, she has passion, but she also has wise insights. She knows perfectly well how she can get an idea into the real world, how she can get the idea and make it in a practical sense. So she's like the one that stands between the idea and the pentacles, the earth element, the element that it brings it into the real world. But this queen is really the one that sort of is in charge of everything. She is orchestrating everything, and she knows perfectly well what the next step is going to be in order to manifest whatever she wants, whatever she sets her mind to. Now with this Two of Air here is the Two of Swords. You see there's two ways to go. Yes, there are some options available to you to bring whatever you're doing and to create more of this prosperity that's in the Seven of Pentacles. So the rewards are coming in, but there's also some choices involved as to how to manifest more growth, more ideas. Now the Queen can orchestrate it, but it involves always a little bit of choices. Of course, when you're doing stuff, when you're doing a new idea, launching it into the world, launching a new business, getting into a new job, maybe even getting into a new relationship, you have to make choices. There's various possibilities available to you, but it implies a choice or various choices. Sometimes you need to make more than one choice, one decision. But with the Queen of Wands here, that decision making gets a lot easier than if you only had the Two of Swords. Because the Two of Swords often not in this, yeah, she's also not seeing. See? You can't see her eyes. She's blindfolded. So that means that sometimes there is a pondering going on. You know, what am I going to do next? But with this Queen of Wands, I would not heed a lot of attention or pay a lot of attention to the word doubt or anything. There is some clear steps available to you, but sometimes you have to think a little bit about them. Now, there is more coming in with the Seven of Earth, and this Wheel of Fortune for me is really the most important card here, because this wheel tells me that whatever you're doing and whatever is already starting to bring in rewards, blessings, good things in your life, you know, the circle is going on. The circle is never ending. This woman is drawing the circle in the sand. She also holds a pentacle here. She has these tattoos a little bit like pentacle-like here, the pentacles. So she is bringing it down to earth as well. She's also making sure that it goes on. And that's why there is more prosperity coming in. That's where there's more love coming in, whether maybe if it's a relationship related reading, the relationship will get more stability. Here it's coming in, here it's even more. Although those are the same cards, but we have progress here, you know, we have the beginning of the story and towards the middle of the story, the ending of the story, not the middle, because I'm going to pull more cards here. I'm going to pull a few more cards from this deck, from the Wild Unknown Tarot. So, as you know, I am a little bit averse to reversals, because I usually feel when a card is negative. Okay, I see here a lot of movement. The Eight of Wands. This lightning rod that comes in with the colors, because this is a very black and white tarot deck, but the colors, a few colors, are always primary colors. And they are here in the lightning, and they are firing up all these ones. So they're bringing speed to the calling. So whatever you're doing, it gets more intense. It gets more, it lights up more creativity. It brings in this Queen of Wands as well. It also, yeah, it speeds up the whole process. So this is coming quicker and quicker, so you'll see more and more coming in. Now this could be money, yes, this can be abundance, yes, but it can also be more ideas or a love relationship that is really getting a good footing, a good foundation, and getting better and better. Can also be something of, of a whole different thing in your life, but it's always there is more of it, and it's really stable because it is the earth element here. The Mother of Wands. So we have another Queen of Wands here. So look, 2 Queens of Wands. So whenever you're in doubt, don't worry, because you are sort of in between these 2 queens. So there is doubt is always immediately gone, because these queens are sort of closing in on whatever doubt or whatever pondering, then decisions will be made quickly. So whenever there is a little bit of doubt, a little bit of a dilemma going on, there is the 2 queens that will say, okay, we're going to do it like that. We've got this. This is the way to go. That's what these cards feel like here. And then here we have a 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles is also a very abundant card. Now it is even more abundant than the 7 of Earth, the 7 of Pentacles. So this means that, yes, in the end, more and more and more coming in. So look at the progress here in this card. It's really big. It's really, whatever you're doing, there will be more of it. But good things, because we have the Wheel, we have these 2 queens here. I don't see any negative card or any card that calls me in to say that something bad is going to happen or something is going to be difficult. No, it's going to be quite easy. But this 2 of air here is sometimes the one that brings in a little bit of slowing down, because you have to think. But because of these 2 queens, the decisions are made quite quickly. And don't forget that we had the Judgment. The Judgment is always a card that makes you feel like you are on the real good and right track. So when you have that feeling, when you have that gut feeling that yes, it's going to be okay, it's going to be much easier to get here, to get to this 9 of Pentacles. So I'm going to pull a few more cards to the side here to see what else is coming out. So they have the High Priestess, the Hierophant. Those are already 2 major arcana cards, together with the Wheel and the Judgment card. Oh, and I love this 9 of Cups. This 9 of Cups for me is, yes, okay, success. I've done it. You can be proud of yourself. You've got it. You've got this. You've got the whole process. You've got the fact that you're bringing in either money or more abundance, more joy, a better relationship, a good stable foundation to that relationship. It's the Wishes Fulfilled card. And yes, this person is sitting there very satisfied with himself and seeing all his cups in a row. Not his ducks in a row, but he has his ducks in a row as well. And with these 2 cards, while we have here the High Priestess, who is really connected to the other realm, and we have the Mentor card, the Teacher card, there is this feeling. For me, this feeling is that you have learned a lot of lessons, but you have not only learned lessons in the real life, the rational, logical lessons, but you have also learned a lot of lessons by listening to the intuition, by getting sudden downloads, sudden instinctive feelings that led you to do the right thing, to go on the right path, to make the right choice, with these queens as well. But yes, it was like the veil has been lifted. So maybe if you were before a little bit unsure of how you were going to get the prosperity, the abundance, or more money, or a better relationship in, this High Priestess has told you her secrets, has unveiled the way to go. And with this Hierophant, you also had to make some choices. They're sitting between pillars, both of them. So there's always choices. There's the 2 of Air as well, the 2 of Swords here. So there are some choices always to be made, but there are some lessons to be learned here. And you have learned and taken to heart the insights that come from beyond, Let's say it like that, but also the insights you've got from doing the practical work in the real world, in real time. Because by doing the practical work here, you're starting to reap the results. And here, this is all coming together with this 9 of Cups. So this is a beautiful reading, Cancer. I'm going to pull the message cards. So I'm starting here with these. Let's see what messages come out. So I've pulled a few other decks out for the messages. Let's see what happens. Okay, this one. Okay, we have the Sixth Chakra, the Archangel Metatron. So the Sixth Chakra is about the third eye chakra. If you can see it here, the light blue one. I feel that is really that High Priestess. You know, you have a vision. You have a vision because you have listened to gut instincts, animal body pull. So it's very instinctive, basic, but it's also from messages from beyond, like, that you got maybe in your dreams, you got some messages through and you're learning from them. I'm going to put this higher because I can see that you can't see them all. You can't see the satisfied person sitting down. We don't want that. We want you to see the cards as well. So, I'm going to pull another one here. I feel like I need to pull another one. I don't know why I was helping. Action. Yeah, you've been taking the right action out. As you can see, this action also has a two horses, black and white. It's the same as the pillars here from the High Priestess, black and white. There's also the 2 in the choices here in the Air of Swords. So yes, you have to take action, yes, but action always implies making the right choice, choosing the right path. Now you can do that because you have those queens, yes, those queens, and you have these 2 cards. So you've learned from actions you've taken in the real world, and you've learned from maybe insights in your dreams, in your intuition, in your gut feeling, and you're trusting them. Because it's no use if you get the messages and you're not trusting them and you're not doing anything with them. That would be a little bit not useful. But you're taking them to heart and you're using them in the right way because of the queens. I really love this whole row here is really very, how do I say it? Very strong, but also very abundant, very joyful, there is this foundation you're creating and it's only going to bring you here. So really this is the culmination card from all this progress that you're making. And if it's a money venture, yes, okay, then there is money coming in and there's more money coming in. Okay, so what are you guys trying to tell you? What is this about? Shame, divine healers. So that's something that must have run in the background before. So I'm going to pull another one. And that one is compromise. So let me just have a look, because that shame one, it really feels a bit out of sorts here with the rest of the cards. So it is about judgment, severity, self-loathing, poverty. You're at risk of falling under the spell of self-criticism because of poor choices or learned behavior. It's quite possible at this time to believe that the world is against you. Now, this card is really not. I feel that, because sometimes these books are really useless, I feel that you have let go of your shame to do something. I felt that maybe before, I feel this is an old card, like relating to the past, that the thing that you're doing now, before you were ashamed of doing that, but the divine healers have helped you over that shame. Also, this High Priestess has helped you over that shame. And not to forget the judgment call. The judgment has brought you out of that shame. Also, that Sixth Chakra believing your vision, nothing to be ashamed of, and you have overcome that shame. Now that shame must have been present before you started reaping the rewards, because there is nothing in these cards that really indicate that you're still ashamed of what you're doing, or that you're ashamed of your thoughts of what you are, of who you are, and how you're standing in the world, or how you're standing in a certain job or career or business or relationship even. That has been gone. It has been healed. It has been, you have overcome that in one way or another. And I feel you have learned that, through compromises. I feel master teacher, that is that Hierophant, and even that High Priestess. You have learned also that sometimes when you want something in your life, in a relationship, in a job, in a career, you have to do some compromising. There is some give and take. Look at the two hands. Because not everything is going to go always your way. But here, in these cards, it's pretty well going like you wanted it to, because you have overcome that shame. That shame is no longer there. And you also have learned that sometimes you have to compromise. That is a lesson that you have learned before. So I really think that these two cards are cards from the past, and they also are a reminder to not be ashamed of your choices, of whatever you're doing, of whoever you're choosing in your relationship. Shame is not necessary here. Please don't let other people shame you if you are doing things that are sort of out of the conditioning, out of the traditional way of doing things. So don't go there, don't do that. But do know that sometimes people will want you to compromise, and sometimes it's necessary, but not always. Not always, Cancer. You don't always have to compromise. You have to know when to compromise and when not to compromise, when to follow that instinct, when to follow that calling. But sometimes with this, and that's that Hierophant as well, sometimes you have to really also compromise, yes, but not all the time. So really listen to your instincts, because your instincts are going to guide you. Don't forget you have those two queens as well. So I'm going to pull here another message card. That's the last one before we stop this. And I hope that my dogs stay quiet until the end of this reading. Poised. Let me put it there and then just poised. That it feels like, okay, this is the Wisdom of the Oracle card, and I'm going to pull it in. Can you see the face here? Face of Spirit. Okay, like that. So it's there. It's always there. But this person looks, it's like an angel about to take off. That's what it looks like. She's ready to fly, ready to leave this pedestal, and ready to spread her wings and just take off. Poised. So let me see what it says. 48. So it's about being ready, bringing something to light, being at your best, and confidence. And this is really these queens, these two queens of wands. That's really, they exude so much confidence. They are always ready for action. You have this action card as well. It's just like that, you know, they can make this decision, they can break through whatever doubt or dilemmas you're facing. They're also ready for action all the time. They're ready to take off and fly high. So they also have all that confidence. Now that confidence is about trusting the gut instinct, but also about learning lessons in the real world. But what the message says is you can be assured that you are ready for anything right now. You know what you need to do. Your skills are sharp. You've come to this place armed with wisdom and knowledge. Here, these two, wisdom and knowledge. I feel this is wisdom, this is knowledge. Yes. And you sense a new phase of your life about to begin. People respond to your confidence and trust you. This is an auspicious time to begin new things. So yes, it's a good time to do new things. So these are old cards. I'm going to put them here because I feel these are cards from the past where you overcompromised out of shame. Now, this is to remind you to not be ashamed. Whatever you're doing, it's good what you do, and don't overcompromise. Don't always think too much of what other people think and how they see you, because that's not necessary. You have learned that lesson the hard way. Yes. And the prosperity message here says you have every reason to feel confident. Everything you need to make your success concrete is now at your disposal. Yes, it's all there. And you also already see it coming in. You're seeing the success coming in. You have this 7 of Pentacles here. You have the 7 of Pentacles here. The 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. It's all coming in. So, but you're also ready for more action. And you're also ready to cut through the shame, compromising, and to go with these queens, to be those queens. You can take action now. Action. You are ready to step into your power. So the power is also seen in the queens, of course. And this is, you know, I didn't say too much about this, but there is real movement here. And it's real movement real quick, because the fire is in you. It's lighting up these sticks. So there will be a fire burning real soon, and then you know what to do. So those cards are really good, Cancer. I really like this reading for you. Really trust your instincts. So don't let these cards rule you. Don't let compromise and shame rule you. It's not necessary. So this is your reading, Cancer. Hope you liked it. If you liked it, give me a like, maybe comment something, and maybe subscribe to my channel, as I said, or click the alert bell. Because new readings are coming out. For the rest, you can find me on christelvangelder.com. You can find me under my name, Christel Van Gelder, on Instagram, Twitter, and on Facebook. So yes, I'm there. I'll post there a daily guidance card. I post there also the full and new moon guidance for all the zodiac signs every time there's a new moon or a full moon going on. So in story form and in a little reel form. So have a look there if you like to be guided every day. Thank you for being here, Cancer, and speak to you soon. In mid-June, the professional reading, and then end of June, beginning of July, the monthly reading for July. That's it for me, for you. Bye for now.